there, just give it to us, and we have to pay whatever.
I love it.
I mean, hell yeah, they go on top, man, tremendously. So
I love it.
All the editing and stuff is free. Like that shit helps. So
I wanna see y'all on tour, man. Where y'all
ASAP,
where y'all go
man.
to like people from Kankakee who doing it big.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
eventually what we want, because it's a lot of people who ain't here but from here.
And we're everywhere.
And everywhere.
We are everywhere.
Anytime I go anywhere, it's somebody from Kankakee there.
So you rep Kankakee, not Chicago?
Kankakee, come on.
All day, okay. I hate people to be like, no, I don't hate them. That's strong talk. I don't like when people be like, I'm from Chicago, and nigga, you know damn well you grew up on Maine.
All our bios, all my stuff, I say Kankakee on there.
I have to correct people when they try and be like, "You from Chicago? I'm from Kankakee."
Shout out to Chicago, you know. That's the main city, but
hell yeah. But Kankakee, Kankakee ain't Chicago. You know, just like Clayco is not Atlanta.
Kankakee up in this bitch. 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 Kankakee up in this bitch.
Let's get it, man.
Welcome back to the All In Show.
Yeah.
I am your host, Hollywood Harwell.
Yeah.
I got with us the most locked up.
Yeah.
Lost the bet. My boy. You thought I forgot. Couldn't wait to bring it up. Honda! Bro, Dusty.
Some bullshit.
What happened, bro?
Man, somebody recorded my live, bro.
Is that what happened?
Low Down Dirty Shame. Shout out to Low Down Dirty Shame.
I swear to you, I ain't gonna put that live.
We were sitting here chilling, and I said I was watching a movie, and like 8 of us was just saying the quotes.
Right.
So I just put it on live. We quoting it as it
go.
You need a mug shot.
That shit was crazy.
He does need a mug shot.
You need a mug shot.
I'm
for
like,
Facebook. Yeah.
They won't let
you should
me
use that
out.
too for your profile for the other one.
Crazy, bro.
Every time they go in, you switch it.
But it was every 3 months.
Can you change your profile picture while you locked up?
I get out midnight, bro.
I'm taking it off. My wall getting turned off. You ain't gonna be able to write on my wall for a week.
He gave me a little 2 days sick,
part.
but that's cool.
What's the funniest part?
He like, I get out. Listen, if I ever get in Facebook jail, I quit.
See, I'd have been in Facebook jail twice.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm quitting.
You know what? Both times was the same thing.
What?
I told somebody I was gonna kill him in spades.
Man, fuck all that, man.
We gotta let you get it. Come on. They reversed it within 24
Facebook
hours both times.
so.
He was mad. He threw parties. He went to jail, y'all.
Man, we got a motherfucking legend.
Man, a true legend.
Back and full effect.
Yeah.
Man, we don't introduce the legends. We've been here before, but the people still need to know.
Moment. Okay.
Let's get it.
Your name, of course, your hometown, even though they know. Favorite poems you've written, shows you've done. And if you have an iPhone or Android, in case they forgot. That's really his. So we are affiliated with Apple. So that's why we do this. That's gonna stay there. They're gonna pay us soon.
Well,
ASAP.
I let's see. I go by many things. Muva TheCreator.
Yeah.
Who?
Muva TheCreator. MUVA, the like good English, creator like God. I never ask you to call me God. I just ask that you respect the creator in me because I created 5 of them things. You know what I'm saying?
5 piece?
5 of them things.
5 piece?
Spicy.
Shout out to the 5 piece.
Hometown, Kankakee.
Yeah.
I was born by the river. Riverside in the little tent.
Okay.
For sure.
Right? Just like the river I've been running.
I was in Riverside too, baby.
Right on.
For sure.
I see you on your slide, Jibs.
Riverside, baby. A long time coming.
Let me see.
Get me out of here, man.
Favorite poems I've written
shows.
or shows that I've done. My favorite show, I think forever, will be the Kennedy Center.
Okay.
Performing at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Hell yeah, because that's a stage not a lot of people get to get on.
Are we able to find that video somewhere?
No.
Hell
No.
Y'all ain't gonna see it in
We ain't gonna see it.
Unless somebody at UAPB got a copy that I don't know about, you know what I'm saying? I want to see it too. But yeah, it was the Hip Hop Project.
That's dope.
So,
iPhone or Android?
phone.
Yeah. Yeah, we
I know.
We was friends for a long time. You just
back
ruined it.
in
I
it.
know. How are your pictures?
Which
back.
pictures?
With your, do you have an Apple? Do you
Nah,
have an
he ain't got
Android?
Absolutely.
They got Android.
How are your pictures?
No, they just come out just fine.
Cartoons.
Don't let him.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they come out great.
They be
No, you
they
said
be
come out
just,
looking
great.
you said
They
just
come out just
fine.
fine.
It's
No, they come
okay.
out great.
That's just
Mine
the
are
way it goes.
outstanding.
Yeah. My pictures look. My video when I recorded my video
Yeah.
looked the same as his video.
Stop it.
They absolutely
Stop
did.
it.
They absolutely did.
Stop it, man.
I'm gonna do the next one.
Now you just lying.
I'm gonna do the next one so you can see.
Man, we gonna be looking like Vice City. on the show.
Vice City, bro.
Auto.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Cussed at
looking
you
bogus.
6
We're gonna be
times.
looking like bogus, but that's alright though. I'm glad we got one because
Team Apple
Android
though.
that
Team
came.
Apple.
Mother, Team Apple.
Android that
Team
came
Apple.
about 2-3 shows deep. So
Y'all
thank
might
you.
want to take that off
I
tape
do,
so they don't pay us.
I do business on my phone.
Do you?
Yeah.
I do business on mine.
I'm
Not like
I'm not
you
saying
know.
you don't.
I don't direct and
Like,
I don't
yeah.
host shows yet. I host this one.
My phone makes me great
I mean,
in like the digital world.
this phone makes us great. Come on, man.
Right on.
We're gonna do Kankakee Awards. We're gonna create something. I know they got
Thank
something.
you.
We're gonna
It's one this weekend.
It's gonna be the
As a
All In
matter of
Awards.
fact,
We
the
gonna
Juneteenth
do it.
banquet or
But that's not what we're here for.
something. It's all in. What's gonna be the categories?
What's gonna be the categories?
Yeah.
The most ratchet. I want that
Yeah.
one. I need that
You
one.
gotta have the best spoken word person on there.
I'm with that.
Speaking
I'm with
of,
that. Man, hey, the Outstanding Parent Award.
Aw.
Yeah.
definitely put that in there. Like 5-piece, spicy.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Good. It's
Let's
good.
get it.
See? I'm sorry, mother. My apologies.
Ah,
My
it's
apologies. So used to it.
It's good.
You just completed your first year teaching here at Kankakee. Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
With the school district.
Thank you.
What was the strategy of success coming in?
My strategy for success: to stay open. To stay open.
And why that strategy?
Because it's teaching, so you got to be able to rock and roll.
That's true.
You never know. You know what I mean? I was hired to teach business, but I ended up teaching environmental science. Hello, you know what I'm saying?
different.
I say I don't know nothing about that. Don't worry about it. Okay, all right,
Just teach it.
right on.
Whoa.
And-
Whoa. Say that again.
Yeah, so like it's dope. So we did this. My shout out to my co-teacher, Miss Case.
Shout out.
Miss Case was so dope. So Miss Case is from the area, right?
Okay.
So she's familiar with our kids. She actually taught at the high school.
Okay.
She moved to Colorado, right?
Okay.
Because
Colorado's dope.
it is.
Literally.
It is.
He liked that.
And so she moved to Colorado, but she taught. She still taught at Kankakee High School because she loved the kids.
Okay.
Like she had a pool for the kids. So she and I formed a really good friendship. You know what I'm saying? And partnership in our classroom.
Man, that's dope.
So and it's weird because at the expense of sound, I'm not gonna sound racist. I'm gonna sound ignorant for a moment.
Okay.
I've never had like a white friend for real.
Really?
Here in Kankakee. No, even though I went to Moments.
Really?
No, I didn't.
Shout out to the Mo.
No, I did not.
Yeah,
Like
I went to Moments for
I had
school.
I had a lot of cool, you know what I mean, people, but like I never had a
You
friendship.
didn't connect with
I didn't-
y'all
right.
built
I didn't
outside
have a
of
friendship,
school.
right? Where I was like, oh damn, and we found that common ground space.
You know, now that you
So-
say that, I had some schoolmates who was cool at school. Now that you say that, all of mine came after high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them, no. Some of them from Kankakee. Shout out to Breck Levers. Some of them from
My boy,
Kankakee.
the
you know,
mattress king.
back in the day.
Yeah.
If you need a mattress.
AKA basement party legend.
You gotta believe that.
But she,
Yeah, I don't have any either. Now that you say that for a moment, that friendship is tight. Like, we cool.
yeah.
You ain't
Social
got
media
It's,
talk.
I think honestly, I think it's an ignorance that exists here that keeps everybody kind of separated. We don't mix. Like I was the first thing I talked to my classes about was because I noticed how segregated they would be. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they did it on their own. Like
Front to back,
and towards
corners.
the end, I stopped seeing it as much. You know what I mean? But Kankakee is so black and brown, right? It's Mexican and it's is black, but our cultures don't mix and intertwine. Like when you talk to Hispanic people and they've never had soul food, or you talk to black people and they've never had a tamale, like why, nigga, like why? But then right, and that doesn't have to exist, because like you listen to like a D Smoke, right, who's from Inglewood, and you hear both cultures in his dialect and in his interact. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not saying like I don't know they place like over there like that, but why don't we see that mixing here?
Because small towns create stereotypes and they ride them.
Ignorance.
I won't argue that.
Small towns can thrive. Where like niggas is circulating these dollars. Like
Anybody
that shit
who know me
exists.
after high school, I don't even care what your race was. You want to kick it? You want to drink?
Man, do you want to?
Am I lying?
Yeah.
Do you want to drink?
But that's what we exposed to.
Right.
So imagine if we had people who are from here who like came back here, and I ain't glorifying being back here. Let me keep it a buck. You know what I mean? I had no idea. Kankakee wasn't on the radar, right? But in a Talented 10th type of energy, I understand the importance of coming back. You know what I'm saying? I do after this
It's a
experience.
reality check to know where you at as well.
That too, but you get to see where we at for real, like, and you have a litmus to compare it to.
Right.
Right on.
That's true. Turn that sound
That
off.
little text, boy.
Turn off. Turn
We
off.
got a show going on.
Turn off the mic. Turn off the sound. It's all right.
Please turn that sound off.
Shout out to the person who just gave me a little.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's continue. let us let us proceed.
I see you over there.
I'm trying to be like you when I grow up.
All right, where we at?
So, what positives do you say you took away from the school year?
Man, a lot. This year was edifying.
Okay.
So
we got, what grade we using today? Because he won't let
None,
me use.
bro.
We know some
That's
children.
Thank
They
you.
homeschool.
We talk about their ass.
So we know some children who homeschool. They may not know that word. You break it down for them.
oh,
We also got some people
Absolutely.
who got pushed through Kankakee. We know for sure, personally. But keep going.
edifying. Just as much as I poured into my students, they poured into me.
Got it.
So I was able to do a lot of, what's the,
Connecting.
with myself through them,
Guys,
right?
reflections.
I think the kids
Yeah.
connected with you too, especially during Black History. Like,
absolutely.
You can tell.
Every kid that I worked with, I believe I had, a little connection with, on most fronts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was dope. Like I stayed in my classroom, kept my head down, like, and just enjoyed the vibes. Like I set the vibes in my room. And here's the thing. So back to what I was saying, I think about Miss Case, right? My bad. Good conversation is like jazz. There's really no
Way to
sheet
go.
music. It's
Right.
just,
Music.
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring it back.
We here.
Right on. Righteousness. Right on.
I say we live, baby,
So-
but we ain't live.
Now the thing about damn, I lost my
The
train of
connection
thought.
with your
Miss Case?
co-teacher.
With not necessarily the connection with my co-teacher, but the overall atmosphere. So I didn't teach, she taught.
Oh.
She taught the classes, right? I was there in person. So you can imagine 20 kids sitting looking at a screen and trust that they, right?
Every 5 minutes.
Right. So with the kids with the attention span that they got, I was more like the thermostat in the room. Like the same thing I do on stage, I had to do in front of my classrooms every day, which is why I liked it. So it sharpened me for the stage.
Right.
How do
It
you do
sharpened
that,
me
though?
with
How you do
being
that
more
every day,
comfortable.
though?
What?
That.
Music.
Yeah.
I got that from the military. Music. So as soon as they come in, if you have the, you know what I mean, the atmosphere and the vibe already together, and I didn't have my own classroom, so all I had was music. They come in, the music right away waking them up. They like, all right.
We in here.
Right.
we in
And
here.
so
We live, baby.
We
right.
in here.
and before we got to the lesson, is, man, Miss Tally, let me tell you what happened to me. Man, Miss Tally, let me ask you a question real quick.
Yeah.
Because those interactions are vital.
Hell yeah.
Right? Those interactions are important because not only do it let them know that we actually give a damn, like to know what's going on in your world, but that's also where you get an opportunity to mentor kids.
True.
You know what I mean? And assist them with the decision making and the that kind of like help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say we focused on that, but we did not neglect that portion of,
because it's really important.
It is.
It really
and then
is.
and with that, it kept the day fresh every day. You never know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Because they had a lot going on.
Yeah.
Like a lot going on. So I started with that. Miss Case taught her lesson. Hey, hold on, Miss Case. Hey, you understand what she said? Nah, they ain't get it, Miss Case. I was like comedic relief. She said something and I knew they wasn't getting it. I'm like, they understood that, but they go text you their feelings about it when they get out their phones. You know what I'm saying? So she know what's happening in here. And then they like, oh, let me put my phone up. Right. So it was just, it was a vibe. It was cool. It was fun. And I told him I'm not here to I'm here to hold you accountable.
Yeah, I'm just gonna help with the crowd when you mess up.
I'm literally here to hold you accountable. Yeah. Like I ain't got no judgment about anything that you. I'm just here to hold you accountable.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Did you do your work? Did you turn that in?
Come on.
Do this real quick. Nah, read that real slow. Put your finger on it though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of coach them through.
Mm-hmm. If y'all really think about it, all of the teachers who influenced you did something like that to you anyway.
All the time. And taught the whole class.
Yeah. But what's the word I'm trying to say? Pick you out, right?
Yeah.
Because they know you needed that little bit of extra to get you where you needed to be.
Then you thought they was picking on you, but now you understand.
Now you get it,
And I'll say this too, like a lot of her teaching I was learning, but then I'm learning fast so that I could reteach them. Mm-hmm. Because most of them would be there, but they wouldn't be there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they'd be sitting there and she's giving the lesson, and then a few minutes later, here they come. And they're like, hey, can you break that down for me, what we doing real quick? Does that make sense?
Right. I heard it, but I heard that.
Yeah. So like...
She on a whole nother thing now.
Yeah, so like it was really cool. It was really cool.
Okay, that's dope. That's really dope.
Yeah, I heard great things about my classroom
from the students.
Students and teachers.
Oh, what about the parents?
Yeah, and parents.
When you got the trifecta, that's when you know it's right.
Yeah, like I got gifts from parents, man.
Did you?
That's the coolest shit in the world. Like
that is one of the biggest signs of respect.
Yeah, like damn, like thank you, like made me cry.
They was giving you apples.
No, but they was giving me like little Mexican candies and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like snacks and cakes and pies and
That's what's up.
Not time for the less fun question, but it has to be said.
Let's get it.
What could the school district improve on? So let's look at it from a teaching standpoint first. What could the school district improve on?
The school district could improve on investing in their teachers, treating their teachers like an asset, and an asset you invest in. Okay. So you do more than just saying y'all can get a massage because that's what's up, right? But how are you doing in your classroom? Let me take the time to come and actually like.
And this is the responsibilities of vice principals and principals, right?
Yes. But here's the thing though. Here's the thing. When you don't have enough of everybody to go around, mm-hmm. right? So when you already have them tied up with behavioral issues, right? So it's a number of things because now you're dealing with teachers and you're dealing with students because all this stuff comes together into this magical equation that is what we have, right? Yeah. So
it's literally its own ecosystem.
Yeah. So and here's what I mean by invest in teachers, right? Not just hire teachers, right? But create a program. Create a program where we have people in the community who have degrees and they have an understanding of these kids and they have the emotional intelligence. That part. That part,
If you can't
the
connect with
emotional,
the kids,
it's the emotional intelligence to be able to not take things personal, to be able to recognize Black trauma, like that kind of stuff, and that's hard to teach. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
That shit is hard to teach, but it's vital, right? So here's what I saw successful down in Georgia. Why I'm like, I gotta get back. This is what I saw.
Oh, so you leaving us?
Yeah. Sorry.
That was funny.
So like when I would pull up to my son's school, all of the Black male teachers are lined up in the parking lot, high-fiving the kids, opening the doors for the kids. The kids don't touch a door.
Okay.
Right? So as soon as they all get out of the school, they getting greeted by male masculine energies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not enough to say they ain't had some sisters out there every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it was the male
set the
staff.
tone. We right here.
And they
We see you.
high-fiving them
What's
and
good?
they, hey, good morning, how you doing? Because them good mornings is important.
That's true.
Right? That how you doing, because now you get to gauge and see how they feeling when they coming through that door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you need to know and they need to know.
Yeah.
But at the end, so that...
That might be a down south thing. They do that in Texas too.
They do that at my
Maybe
niece's
out
school
there. Turn
when
up,
I was taking them to school down there.
Oh,
But it was all
like,
women. They were really little.
And even if
mean,
it
you
ain't
can
all
get
of the
that job.
men, but
Yeah,
if it's
people, period.
it's not in your classroom. Wait, no, here come these kids.
Yeah,
You
we
know
go.
what I'm saying?
Unprepared.
Because in keeping it a buck, like not for nothing, like in our community, a lot of kids are tolerated or like, you know what I'm saying? They not celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
Say it again.
They're tolerated and they're not celebrated.
That's
Like,
it.
and they need to be celebrated. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, these kids need to be lifted up.
Celebrate them babies. Come on
Straight
now.
up. And hear me out. Not just like for athletics and shit that they
Only
do.
if it's athletics or something.
Like,
true.
and here's what's fucked up. You actually fuck up a child when you do that. Forgive my French, but you fuck up a child when you do that, and you create narcissistic personality types, right?
Because they don't cling to what gets
right. So you're supporting them. It makes them
attention.
think that they're only important when they're succeeding or when they're succeeding in a sport or excelling in something.
Right.
So when they're just regular walking around, they feel like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And them highs from sports, like that shit is highs and lows. They got to know how to survive in the lows. Like
Sports players completely understand it.
yeah,
For sure.
like
Yeah.
and then that time where you get to use your body and that's only a small amount of time in your life.
That's true. For the average person, for sure.
For the average person, just a small time of your life. So like some of them will get out of high school and will never touch a ball again, right?
Yeah.
And now who are you outside of that?
Right.
If you've
You
connected
forever
your
chasing
worth
that instead
to
of-
the applause and the
thought
accolades,
of
because
it
you're
that
getting
way.
high from that shit too. Like we have to build the entire person.
Right. It's
Right.
crazy how much people don't understand the importance in building into a child, feeding into a child, the importance of a priority of a child.
I think people do, bro. They just be busy, bro. People just be busy, bro.
Explain busy as a parent.
Bruh, I
I
got
mean,
2
you want.
jobs.
I
What
tried to
you
get you
mean?
another one. I need to
Man, 2 jobs alone, man. Like, it's just hard sometimes to pour into your kids as consistently as the public think you should.
So not even that though. Like, okay, I hear you and I feel you. I get it, right? But here's what that creates, and here's what we end up looking at. We end up looking at a generation or a community of occupational orphans. Where
Yes.
an occupational orphan is a child who ultimately they raise themselves or have outside influences, the TV, things of that nature, to assist in raising them because
Create their realities.
because we're working so hard to provide a lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, and that's what comes when we choose jobs and not careers.
But that's situational, though. Like, for active parents, some parents have to choose their job. Like, Tuesday, I might have
Already.
to choose my job. Friday, I might have to choose the job.
That's why it's really important before you do the things to make a child, You prepared for those things.
But that's easy.
Even when you
say.
in
And then
it.
once you have them and it didn't work that way,
But
something's got to give. Just
So-
like
so-
you, let me use him as an example. He says that, but it's hard either way. It's hard to deal with them while you're working and when you're not working. So he set up his life. He has a second job where he can take his children with him. He teaches them skills on that when it comes to that.
Already.
You get what I'm saying? Like with the show, his children are the co-hosts. You went and got pre-interview. She got her own separate show.
Yeah.
And they got nothing to do with us, right? Mm-hmm. So I get what he's saying, and I agree that it's hard. But we, just like we don't have room for bad cops, we definitely don't have room for bad parents. So if you're going to be a parent, I recommend being a good one. You teach your child things, and you put them through the things. As busy as he is, let's be busy. You know what I mean?
I feel like as a parent, though, a lot of people put a lot of stress on parents who be half-ass parents, though.
Okay.
Like,
Break it down.
if you're a half-ass parent, I think you shouldn't be able to criticize parents at all.
Agree.
That part.
But I mean, if you are a full-time parent like we are, you know what I'm saying? Not to say you should have any leeway, but I think there should be a little more grace within that. Because it's easy to criticize a parent when they're busy, but nobody praises the parent when they consistently doing. Especially for guys, we definitely don't get it. So with that,
I'm not a parent, so
you know what I'm saying? So with stuff like that I think a little more grace can help some parents. Not for me, because I do what I do. But as far as people that's watching and listening that may feel that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand them on that end too, because that shit hard, bro. Every day I gotta wake up for them.
I understand.
I can't wake up for me at all.
I had my nieces and nephews at the house for 6 months. I paid the rent late on purpose. I had it. I paid the rent. I don't know what they gonna need. I just so I had the money. I paid a late fee just so I had money constantly, heavily sitting in my pocket. I overbought food. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I overbought materials I think they need. So as somebody who just got thrown into the mix as a temporary parent, hey, hats off to y'all. Y'all got to do that every day. I woke up an hour earlier than I normally would just so I could have a peace of mind and get everything I needed done. Because from the moment I woke them up to the moment they needed to go to school, I'm on. From the moment I get home from work to the moment they take their showers, I'm on. And when I say I'm on them, it ain't necessarily but this time about y'all. And then when they went to sleep, maybe an hour to myself. So I only did it for 6 months. I commend y'all. 5?
If I may,
2?
though, if I may, and it'll all like full circle as we converse. Poverty mindsets, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we think job, right, we're really only looking at this area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when we keep it a buck and we look at the jobs in this area compared to everywhere else, right? So again, we're back to that settling conversation, right? So here we are settling for these jobs.
I picked this job over this child.
You sit down and you think of a career and you go after that career relentlessly, right? Mm-hmm. You set yourself up for that career. We look for jobs, we need careers, right?
Facts.
So when you get your career, it will allow you a lifestyle, and your lifestyle will allow you to be able to spend more time with your children and not have to be stretched so thin that you snap. Rubber band, boing, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, it's really a mindset shift that needs to take place, because as I'm listening to you, everything that you're saying, I know that existence well. That is survival, my guy. Right. But instead of being in survival mode, it's time for us to learn how to live. But it's difficult to learn how to live when all you know is survive. So when we look at the landscape of Kankakee, all we see is survival mode, and we see people just trying to survive every day, right? Which is bullshit, because nobody's taught us how to live, right? You show me who taught you how to eat, I'll show you who taught you how to live. That's some heavy shit, right?
That is.
That's some heavy shit, because most of us don't even pay attention to what we putting in our bodies in this food desert. Right? Yeah. So when we look at everybody's energy and we look at the vibrational frequency that everybody operates on, it is by design. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. So so now you have these exhausted parents who have given their best to their jobs, right? all day long while their children are at this school, and they're spending more time with your child than you have had an opportunity to.
Right.
And when you finally connect with your child and all you have to give them is shit.
Yeah, you tired. Yeah.
Yeah, because you done, it's almost like you done slid on into home and you scraped up and shit, but you hear shit.
And you ain't done
Right.
nothing to fulfill your purpose.
Right.
You doing just enough to get
Right,
by.
but we still have to be parents in that space,
Yeah.
in that moment, right? But here's the thing: if you don't know how to treat yourself, right? If you don't know how, and this is a part of living and not existing and just, not surviving. But if you don't know how to treat yourself, then you don't even know how to replenish when you are in that space, right? You don't even know how
I had no clue.
to tap into that shit.
No.
So then I'm gonna bring it back to what you said. Everybody everything gets taken care of, and you last, right? You're not ever supposed to be last.
This is true.
You come before everybody, because if you, and this is not to say that be selfish.
Yeah, no,
this
no.
is not to say be selfish.
Be selfless. Don't be selfless.
This is to say you take care of you so that you make sure that you are full, so that you are not pouring from an empty cup. Because that's why we get snappy with our kids, because the cup is empty at the end of the day.
Right.
But what have you done to actively pour into that? That's how you solve that shit. Right? Instead of that cycle kicking your ass.
Yep.
Because they grow so fast. In that time, it like the school year just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's light years.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't have that much
Summertime
time and
hitting, these
space.
parents go crazy. Oh my
Right.
God, now I got it.
So
Man.
we gotta learn how to
He
live.
be out of the house at home. You hear that,
Man.
that everywhere. She out of the house at home.
Shut your ass up.
You know what I used to
Kids,
ask?
break too. Shit.
You know what I used to ask my students? How have you loved on you today?
Yeah. What
you
was
said that
the
last
answers?
episode.
What they used to
Because
tell you?
love is an action word.
Yeah.
A lot of them like, I don't know. Well, you got to think about it.
Yeah.
Like, and then some of them don't have the answer or
You
don't
did
know.
steal her question.
That's a good ass question, isn't it?
You did
That's her
steal
question.
Yeah, you did steal
That's
her.
I
it.
did. I
Because
asked sometimes.
love is an action word.
I
So
like it.
you know what I'm saying?
Like it a lot.
What do you like to do?
Me?
Yeah.
Stress me out.
I like to create music.
Okay. What else?
I like to roll up. I like to play chess.
Okay.
Work out.
Okay.
Write books.
Write books.
Okay.
Write poetry. Write songs.
Do you prioritize those things?
No. Not at all.
Word.
I'm a big ass freelancer, honestly.
It's a lot of people that like you ask them what do they like to do and they can't answer that question and shit.
Yeah.
So like, how do you know what pleases you and what you like? If you don't know, if you haven't had these
ask
experiences,
somebody else to
and
do
shit.
it if you don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't had these experiences and shit, we gotta stop. We gotta stop
That's true.
focusing on survival, because the reality is God got you. Best lesson I got this year, because I swear to God, like we was walking on water, me and my crew.
Yeah.
Like the best lesson that I got was just like lean into the bullshit. Life do not happen to you; it happened for you. Right?
It's all for a reason. If you
Life
lose.
happens. Life happens for you. So, just if you've been okay this entire time, why are you worrying and trying to figure out small things like, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna survive?
You've been doing it this far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
Just
good
nigga,
point.
just live.
That's a good point.
Just live. Quit trying to survive. Like, quit worrying about it. Just live. Like, God got you. God has had you. You know how to work.
Yeah. It's definitely true.
So you said, and I want to spit on it. You said that in Atlanta, it was the high fives, getting out the car,
Oh, yes, sorry.
the whole energy. No, you could. That was a great spin we just did. It's my job. Bring it back.
Like it.
Right. So,
The care with their education.
why do you think our area is different from those areas? I mean, it's not a shot at anybody
no,
because
not
it's
at all,
a
not at all,
mob you're
not
talking
at all.
about, not an individual.
Not at all. It's a Kankakee mindset. It's a mindset. It's a mindset that exists here. It's a culture. It's fucked up because on Cultural Day for homecoming, like you see Like, we don't really know what culture is. We don't really have culture, right? But there is a culture that exists here, unfortunately, and it's toxic, is what it is.
I think that's the whole area sliding up to Chicago. Not
Midwest.
I think it's the whole poverty of. It's the poverty area. Our culture in that poverty area.
All right, so but you gotta look at the landscape, right? So most of us that were coming, we were coming fleeing terror from the South, right? Fleeing from Mississippi, Arkansas,
Greenville,
all those
Alabama.
already. So we were fleeing terror, right? But when we got up here, and keep in mind, Kankakee is as old as niggas is free. 1865.
1865.
Kankakee is as old as niggas is free. So with that being said, we were coming up here to flee terror, but we never outran that shit because we ran right into the Klan. No, we ran right into the Klan. Like that's the dirty backstory of, you know what I mean, Kankakee. Like, so let's acknowledge that for a minute, right? I don't want to go too deep down the rabbit hole, but I always say, like, if
you could go, I'll pull you back out.
All right.
Go ahead.
We all have seen the Ferris wheel with all of the Klan members dressed, right? What do you think that the wives and the daughters were doing as occupations? Don't worry about it.
Ooh, my
Some
brain
of the
fried.
nurses, the secretaries, up in those
Yeah.
jobs
So now
out
look
there.
at the jobs that we push our key that are pushed here, the occupations, right? But we don't push teaching.
No,
We don't
I get looked at crazy when I say, "Why didn't your kid read?"
we don't push teaching. We don't push teaching as an occupation at all,
No.
right? So down in Georgia, here's what I saw. The school district that I'm going down to, they actually have, not only do they pay for teachers to get their certification, they have a program where the teachers don't have to pay for their certification at all. They just have to take an extra class, and then they have to sign a contract to work with the district. I believe it's 5 years total. 5 years total. And then that is a debt washed away. If you leave early, then you have to pay back so much, a percentage, right?
Free cheap,
Right. So it's like they're investing in you, now you're investing in them by giving them your time. Anyway, they also have a program, though, where they are sending their high school seniors to college to become educators. And then they have the same deal. They will completely pay for them to become educators and pay for them to go to school to be teachers and bring them back and hire them in the district, and they have jobs immediately, right?
Wow.
Now, consider Kankakee doing something like that. Then you won't have to waste your time re-educating educators on how to connect with the community and a culture that is foreign to them.
Because you already have a class.
Because you already
It's a
have
circle of life that you bringing in and
you're
pushing out,
investing.
bringing in and pushing out.
Yeah, so like, and then we have so many kids here, they would love to go to college just to get the fuck out,
Right.
right? Send them and bring them back. But I feel like we have gatekeepers here who are guarding outdated ideologies. But here's a newsflash. That's what brought Blockbuster down.
That's true. They had a great chance.
That's why Blockbuster failed. So as we
You know that's what Netflix went to first.
Already.
Netflix said, "Yo, we want to partner with y'all. You got the movies."
So as we gatekeep these
we gonna
outdated
get these
ideologies,
movies y'all got.
we
we gonna do the same
totally
thing.
neglect
We just want to work
new
with
fresh
y'all.
ideas that could have took us to the next level.
Blockbuster said, hell no.
They could have took us to the next
So
level.
why you always
but
on
it's,
the whoa?
But it's fear. It's fear, dog.
Yeah.
I love it.
It is.
It's
You're
fear.
right, though.
It's fear of not being the one to have the legacy. Like,
Yeah.
people not gonna forget you. Like, it's that. I think it's a fear of being forgotten, or a fear of wanting to be the one who pioneered. But this is the thing. Like, if you gotta have the people, like, and everybody gotta work together. Like, it's too many churches in Kankakee for us not to have the concept and the understanding that we are one body when we put it together.
How do you get that message across and create what you're saying is beautiful.
That's it.
We here on the All In show.
People been saying that.
We don't care if we
Yeah.
like you, dislike you. We don't care if you like us. We don't care if you dislike us. This is a platform for all of the people to be spoken, seen, and heard. Right?
But here's
Can't even
here's
go to
my
vote.
issue, and I don't want to come off like this. Like, I don't have the time, the effort, or the energy to stay here in port, right?
Okay.
So these are literally just my thoughts from the year.
This
is not a stop. No, that's not.
Oh, so this is
not
the
it.
what was Brown's called? The announcement.
Shut up. Not for nothing. I have a job, and that is to catapult my children into the stratosphere. And I'm not saying that I can't do it from here, but
You prefer not to, and that's okay.
yeah, I prefer to not struggle, respectfully.
That's a whole nother topic.
For a whole nother show.
My boy.
Why? Because why?
I mean,
Because why? Now, when I am done raising my children,
Yeah.
then maybe I can come back and crusade for the ones who ain't
Right,
got no voice.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But right now, that's my mission. Like,
Man, we hope it worked for you.
Definitely. We always rooting for you.
Yeah, if anything,
Be prepared to do more shows with us.
yeah, I appreciate your hope. I don't need that, nigga. Send me success all day long.
Always.
Like, I'm working.
Always. Every time.
You
wanna
can't
know what's
even
crazy?
can't get niggas shit.
You want to know what's
I
crazy?
don't need your hope.
Every time I have run into you
'Cause I'm doing
since you've
this.
been here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like it has been important, or something happens where I am, even if it ain't just the ear. In that moment, it was perfect timing. So I've always said you was destined for great things, regardless if it is you passing on to your children and they do the great things, and you're the teacher of great things. I've always said. So hope is out the window. It's already known. You know what I'm saying?
Can't even say shit on my own motherfucking show.
This
Goddamn.
This dude.
The fuck out of here.
You got your bro?
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm trying to get you in the mood. High fiving in the morning.
out of here.
No,
question.
no.
You want to hit the next question?
Yes,
Okay.
Shit.
So let's talk about your year experience as a parent.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna skip a lot of that because we done touched on it enough.
Okay.
How many children did you say you had in the school district?
Initially 5, because 7 was in the child care program.
Okay.
Here, because that was a part of why I took the job. They had a child care program.
That's dope.
Hell yeah! Listen, Kankakee got it. Like,
Yeah. Is it?
I don't have no kids, but I want
Get it
the
together.
option.
Is it?
get it together, bitch.
Get it together, man.
Kankakee got it. What school district you know where the teachers got a credit union? Huh? A credit union? Okay.
None that I can think of off the top of my
Like,
head.
Kankakee got it. It's just.
And that credit union has helped out a lot of teachers. You know, I can't say where I work or what I do, but I know they done helped out a lot of people.
What you be doing?
Me hanging out with you.
Look here.
You talking about Ryan? That's a whole nother dude. We Hollywood right now.
Let's get it.
Facts. So, what would you say the positives were taken from your children from this experience?
Essence opened up.
Essence is your oldest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Essence is my oldest. She
Shout
opened
out.
up.
Facts. Shout out.
Like a flower. You know what I mean? Asada and Justice both got to cheer. Asada got to cheer for Eastside.
Eastside?
Okay.
Eastside?
You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
Gang
We
gang. I'm
bougie
just
now.
kidding.
I heard it.
And
I'm following.
Justice got to cheer for Kennedy.
Okay.
Legend's a brilliant kid, man.
Okay.
Like, so
You glowed when you said it.
Cause he's funny.
That's
Like,
your boy.
I don't know what to say about him. You know what I'm saying? So I have a student come to my class after Black History, you know, because I have my crew with me.
Oh, we gonna
And
jump there? Yeah.
he comes to me. He's like, hey, oh sorry.
You good? Keep going.
He says, hey, yeah, listen, Legend jailbroke my computer. He's in 11th grade, right? Legend is 11. Says, Legend jailbroke my computer, and I can't get on the Wi-Fi here at the school, and I got to take it, and I got to tell him who jailbroke it.
Damn.
Right? So my face broke because I'm low key like,
Why did he do
I'm
that?
embarrassed because it's like, why the fuck do you know how to do that?
Buddy, wow.
How did you know how to do that shit? But
You cold, but you wild.
yeah, and he says this is how he did it. Like, right there you go. Like, so apparently he's been doing this shit for a while. He's like, yeah. So you see why kids can't be bored when they great.
I already. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to go where a support system is. That
Did he at least
that can
reboot it, put it
entertain.
back?
Oh yeah, all was well. All
Yeah.
was well.
Usually, if you could jailbreak it, you can put it back.
Yeah, all was well. and there
He said he
was
did it like this.
yeah, like it was. And then I got to see him, like he would come to my class with me every day, waiting on the bus, and he would like have secret handshakes with people. Like it was like this, like he
hip.
Yeah, like he made me feel lame a little bit sometimes.
He young you.
I'll tell you.
It's good.
I don't remember you being there doing electronics though.
Yeah.
So she was
Was
slow?
you?
No,
I ain't say. I mean, the man jailbroke
I
a
got my
computer at 11.
first cell phone at 18.
That's what I'm saying. We
it wasn't text
What was she
messaging.
gonna jailbreak the DVD player?
Yeah. I mean,
Her
I
daddy's-
played Pitfall. I was really good on I played The Sims when it first came out.
Was you
when
good
the
at
internet
Oregon
was on
Trail?
the
Is that what I'm
CD.
supposed to ask her?
Yeah,
You had
I
the
was
G code?
actually. I was pretty.
You had dysentery like the rest of us. Quit lying. Ain't nobody make it to Oregon.
Oh God, ain't
Nobody ever made it to Oregon.
What the fuck was they coming?
Go ahead, lie and say you was your oxen died.
West Virginia.
You ate it and
All the way
called
to
West
Oregon?
Nile.
Granny got syphilis. How the hell she get chlamydia and syphilis with the family?
The Indians came and
Hold
robbed
up,
you
nigga,
of all
was
your
that
children.
Was that the Trail of Tears?
No, Oregon.
Close enough.
They fucking had us on
Right.
the Trail of Tears
Close
on that
enough,
goddamn
enough.
computer.
Think about it. Whoa! Oh, you made it to a store. I'm gonna buy these goods. Oh man, they set my buggy on fire.
Granny
Now,
died.
Granny died first.
Granny died. Damn.
That was
The wolves
absolutely
came and ate your dog.
And you
cruel.
never
And
made
Granny
it.
died.
You
Never
never
made
made
it.
Horrible
Oregon.
indoctrination.
Remember you try to pass the water, then y'all drown or you'll break an axle.
Everybody drowned.
Where? How am I making this money? Where's this money coming from?
Stop.
I'm on the Oregon Trail.
I'm done.
This is absolutely how they introduced us to the Trail
Granny
of
caught
Tears.
COVID.
Dead ass wrong.
How she called COVID 14.
That's what Oregon Trail look like.
Oh my
Shit
god.
right there. Crazy, bro.
That's crazy. Oregon Trail.
Motherfucking Oregon.
Oh.
Trail.
What you got?
My positives from what was the question? What was
What
the
the
question?
kids positive.
Yeah, what
The
you
kids
children?
positive. It was the kids positive.
What the kids learning? What you feel like they advanced in here? If anything,
Social.
social.
Yeah.
Social. Really just social.
That is one thing that you gotta give Kankakee. Is that it's oddly easy to make friends here.
Oddly easy.
I'm not saying great associates, if that's better. It's easy to make associates here.
I know.
Come on.
I have to, because I have to say it. This is what I noticed this year. I saw so many relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even the friendships. Is it easy to make friendships, or are these little trauma bonds?
In our culture, as sadly as it sounds, it isn't a major difference. That trauma bonds turn into friendships.
Yeah.
We little kids. We at the school. My mama just yelled at me. My mama just
yelled
yelled at me
at me
too.
That's why we both sitting on this wall.
Yeah. Cool.
We must be cousins.
No, be quiet. She gonna hit me. Yeah, keep it down. She gonna hit me too.
No, but
you cool,
I
bro.
don't think all of them are trauma bonding, but
A lot of them are. Like,
It is.
And if you ask the question though, like, and here's like, we used to have this discussion, like trauma bonds can be friends, like trauma bonds can be cool. Yeah, but like, okay, here's why I say not really, because who are you outside of trauma? Right? Do you are y'all
I agree.
can y'all exist outside of trauma, and then when one begins to heal, will the other one let them?
So
And then will y'all
damn, she on fire.
will y'all you know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked that, right? And then it's fucked up because I see a lot of relationships where these kids is trauma bonded up, right? And then a baby is created, right? And then now like life happened and they don't like each other. So
But even with that being said,
this is why
it's still easier here
yeah.
than most
Yeah, I'm
places.
sorry, I did get too deep with that.
You know, it's cool
Yeah.
to connect with a person regardless if it's trauma, non-trauma. It's easier to relate. And I don't know if it's a small town thing or not, but
Maybe.
and maybe it's because we all know the flow. Here.
that's
So,
worldwide.
you think so?
Hell yeah, they do that shit everywhere.
Trauma bond?
I think so.
That makes sense.
I think so.
Man, she hit me.
It's just a lot
She
of
was
people.
over here slugging at me.
Small, but it's a lot of
Sorry about
people. So I mean, yeah.
Because I got people I still consider good friends on my end. That things changed once I started breaking away from that trauma, and I was like, no, I want to be a professional, and I want to carry myself different, and I want to move
But it's
on,
just
and
that
I
just
want to.
growing up in choices though.
Huh?
Because I think you evolved from the trauma, so maybe it's just
Everybody don't evolve from the trauma.
Some people do, but some people like that's such a crazy thing. So I didn't realize the effect that trauma had on my brain and the chemicals that was shot through my body because I was always in survival mode.
Yeah.
Right? So I didn't realize, like, I had to take medicine this maybe a year ago, like antidepressants. I never thought I would. Like, I always felt like that shit. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
And I did.
That black person mentality. How much?
Yep. Say that again.
The black person mentality.
Look, yeah, where I thought, oh, it'll make it worse. It'll do this. I got weed. It's cool.
If I take those, I'm crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't get off the wheel of depression, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I took it, and it silenced the voices of doubt. It silenced the insecurities. And this is when I began to understand, and then it allowed me to be able to settle down and breathe. I only took them for a month. And it is here where I got in tune with my real nature and not trauma, like traumacy. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
So,
She looked like a thug after she said it.
Look.
But it's
She
just
40 is. Ooh.
you. So now I think sometimes we if you don't deal with it, you really just you learn to cope.
You learn to create a comfort zone to look for those issues to stay there.
Yeah, and then sometimes your coping being people, like broken relationships, like, you know what I'm saying, codependent shit, like, yeah.
You recently spoke at the school board meeting about speaking your truth.
Right on.
Yeah, it's time to get that.
Yeah.
It's time. Yeah, can you
Right
elaborate
now?
on that? Right now.
You sure?
Yeah, and then
Let's get it.
then we're gonna move it. We're gonna go to a little break. But let's get that.
I like it. What do you need to know? What do you?
Speaking your truth. A lot of people don't understand when they say you speaking your truth, or you just on your soapbox, or that's just somebody just talking.
All right.
So by you saying you speaking your truth, what exactly do you mean?
Okay, so with that, I was very intentional with what I said. I wrote out what I said so that I wasn't emotional, but instead I took all of the petty things out. I did take out anything that I felt like could be damaging to somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't share. Yeah, I didn't share
Leave it there.
everything.
Just
You know what I'm
leave it
saying?
there, yeah.
But I did share enough, and all I spoke from were facts of what took place from my perspective.
Okay.
And I have sense enough to understand that my perspective is my perspective. My feelings are not always fact.
Mm-hmm.
My feelings are not always fact. But when I look at them, and that all of the evidence points to,
Right.
the quack, the waddle,
The
the duck,
Motherfuckers talk like motherfuckers quacking over there.
the duck.
Yeah.
Hit that water like a duck. It's probably
Yeah.
a dove.
Probably.
I ain't never seen a dove act like a duck.
Yeah, and I'm a well-read nigga. I read niggas real well.
Okay.
Well-read niggas. Okay.
Well-read niggas.
Well-read niggas. I read niggas real well. Okay.
You look like a player who sold me this shit.
Give me back my money back
That's how you
right
said,
now.
yeah.
And I don't have no damn receipt.
That boy said, look like he been chewing on
I
him.
don't have no cover. Kiss my ass. So what?
Kiss my ass. So
But yeah, sharing your truth is really just how something made you feel in the moment.
Yeah.
Looking at the facts and all of that kind of stuff. Not necessarily like,
Is that a... Oh, no. keep going.
So after posting it, do you regret posting it?
regret posting.
Yeah. What you said.
No. Why?
No?
No, I would have took it down. I've taken things down. I don't have a problem with taking things down. No, I don't regret it because I don't feel as though I was disrespectful to anybody. That wasn't my intent.
You just spoke your truth.
Yeah,
There was
and-
no finger pointing.
And no, not at all. Like these were just my experiences. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go into detail because I think detail is more revealing of character, and that's not my job to do.
Because anything you said is really just a reflection of yourself.
Yeah, this is just my experience for all of the people who have been rocking with me and following me, and know that I have absolutely loved my job. Why I'm not coming back?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think we here as a culture locally? Do you think we have an issue with speaking our truths?
Yeah, like I think that we are bullied into silence.
Really?
I do. I think that people are very cliquey.
It
I
is very
think
cliquey.
that when one person don't like you, they will go on a campaign and solicit why everybody else should not fuck with you, right? And then we have small minds discuss people.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? Great minds discuss ideas.
Right.
I've never been in the category of discussing people.
Oh God.
Right. Not regularly for sure.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? That's never been my forte. So, but when you are surrounded by people who are infatuated with people and talking about people and what other people are doing, then if you get thrown into the mix, you know what I mean? There's no telling.
and you become guilty by association. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
If I sit and listen to y'all talk about 15 people and I just sat here,
yeah.
I'm guilty by association.
Yeah.
Sitting
And
there listening.
yeah.
What you think?
Oh yeah.
You agree with it?
Oh, when it comes to that,
You gotta agree with you.
well, because I always
Oh,
think it's shit.
you heard
I
that
think
well.
it's shit both ways though.
You heard that
I
well.
always think it's shit both ways though. Now, but she right though, and what she's saying, like I do agree with that. But I do think people just be scared, bro.
That's it.
Scared of
I ain't
us.
like
It's
that.
it's fear.
Either
I'm
one
saying
of
what
us.
the fuck I got to say, man.
Yeah.
So I can't say. Well, I won't say I can't say people are bullied into it.
The
I
only
think
time
people-
I ain't gonna say something is when it's my own personal opinion and it don't affect
You can
nobody
be
else.
bullied by your own.
But that's what I was gonna
You know what I'm
say.
saying?
Like people, I think people let themselves or let other people guide them
That's-
into being bullied.
I think that's
you
the
know what I'm
pattern
saying?
that we see though.
Yeah.
Like that's the pattern. Like that. It is. It's
But it's either or. Either you don't give a fuck or you being bullied by that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is that a poverty issue, a lack of leadership issue, or what other issue would you say that is?
just self for me. Self.
I mean, community.
As a collective?
Yes.
All of
Depends
those.
the mob.
All of those are
Individual
pretty
people.
much connected.
Right.
All of those are pretty much connected. You know what I mean?
You think it's a little bit of all?
Yeah, because and then again I say it like there are small towns that are thriving that you know what I'm saying. So when you speak of poverty, like and you think of like, man, Kankakee is 15 square miles, right?
Okay.
Dog, we got like 90-some churches registered.
Really?
Hell
There's
yeah,
a lot of them out here.
it's like 90 churches, right? But and the population is dwindling. But at one point they was jumping.
Kankakee was
Right.
jumping, and those
And-
churches was jumping.
Hell yeah. So like
They was battling who had the best church.
yeah, and like
Battling, bro.
most
You remember
most
that?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
most of the problem and why a lot of people have turned their backs on those ideologies is because of the fear that was pumped into us and the double-mindedness and
You have to.
like-
you have to.
yeah, like
You can't.
yeah, so like that absolutely plays a part in how we interact with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas don't go to their mama house regularly because they don't want to get judged. Like niggas don't fuck with like these are things that people
You ain't
experience.
lying.
You know what I'm saying?
When other
Like,
coaches go home to their
Yeah.
parents' house and act like they live there again.
yeah, so like
Show
you'll
up with
be
laundry.
already, and so now you'll be out here bad as a motherfucker because you scared to get judged for being out here bad when nobody taught you how to not be out here bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So it's like people don't be honest and tell the truth. Like
That's true.
even out of fear of, you know.
But I do want to say, inside of all of this, it is a lot of dope people here who are their own beacon of light.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you don't get a lot of places where you just run into them and you like, yeah, that's it. That's the energy. Regardless of all the people around them, I want to definitely give a shout out to those people.
Shout out.
For sure.
For sure.
And as negative as we can take things, or as much as we can have this hard conversation, because I don't look at this like standing on a hill and we point down like, y'all, this, you. It's one of those things of awareness.
Yeah,
hey, do y'all
that's
realize
it.
this is what's going on? Hey, do
That's-
you realize when y'all get together, this is how y'all sound as a group? I know how you sound individually, but as a group, this is how y'all sound. And this is the mentality that shows outside looking in.
You better than me because you see how you just said y'all. I always say we.
Okay.
Right? And then I have to remember that, like, I have elevated from certain mindsets and certain things. So it ain't really, this ain't a we thing.
So I'm not going to say we to make you feel better. If I'm in the mix, it's we. Right? Because sometimes I do get caught up in the talking about people thing. And I become a part of the we. But is that my standard? Am I normal? No. There are times when you become part of the mob and you go, wait a minute, I don't even agree with what's being said here. And you pull yourself. There's no we there. But it is a us. Like you said, regardless, it's a us because it's situation no matter what you do or I do, we have to deal with it.
This is true.
So there is a us. Because it reflects on us. But if I'm not doing the action, I'm not, this is not my mama house. One get in trouble, we all get in trouble. That mentality, that's another slave mentality.
Yeah.
Right?
Indeed.
Oh, it is.
That's all I'm saying. So, you love your hometown?
I do. Man, like, I love it more.
How so?
After this, to be clear, I came to Kankakee to heal.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I came to Kankakee a little broken.
Right.
Like, right? So home has always been a place where I'm able to piece myself back together. And not piece myself back together because I done took somebody else's tragedy and made myself feel good. No, not at all. But because
It wasn't an ego you were correcting.
no.
Right.
No.
Right.
Like I came here with my broken and I was embraced by broken. And we you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's kind of the way that I feel.
Trauma buddies.
You know what I'm saying?
Trauma buddies.
However, like, you know what I mean? But it's just Kankakee is just one of them places. I think Kankakee has the ability to piece you back together.
Mm-hmm.
But if you stay too long, it'll dismantle you.
If you focus on those clicks and the negative things, I agree. Sometimes I think about coming back home. You know, I live in Chicago. I think about the show. You know how much easier it would be if I lived here? We could shoot 3-4 times a week. Rent is a little bit more affordable down this way. My family down here, my mom, my pops.
So why don't you?
Because I love Chicago. And Chicago is for me.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's for me. When I'm in Chicago, I can decide to go to a festival. I can decide. I know the things I like. I know the reason I left. I didn't run from Kankakee.
Is it the
Kankakee.
resources?
Resources. No, it's not just the resources. I guess that is resources, huh? Yeah, it's the resources. It isn't the people. I miss most of the people down
So,
there.
like, if we had festivals and stuff regularly, that river walk that's coming.
You can't take this area and build the type of festivals that you can in Chicago. I went to the Vegandale Fest this last Saturday.
How was that?
And it was amazing. So the turnout of, and maybe because Rick Ross performed at the end of the night. But I didn't see that. I left way before that. But the turnout of minorities in general, not just black people, but all types of colors. Mm-hmm. It's 11 o'clock and we all standing out there waiting and everybody just talking, and you can't. You're not going to get that here. Regardless, you can throw a festival every other week. You'll bring in a couple thousand people. They bring in tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. And that atmosphere is something that I truly like. You know, I'm a big people watcher. Watching 10,000 people or 5,000 people doesn't compare.
Yeah.
They had over 100 vendors. You're not going to get 100 food vendors here in Kankakee. You don't even have a capacity for that. Unless you do it at the fairground. So I'm not opposed to it, but it's what it offers. I love Lakeshore Drive. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes and just drive for hours.
You don't love your city, bro.
I love Kankakee.
You don't love your city, fam.
I don't love my city, but I have dedicated 2 days a week to come down here and showcase. But Chicago for me. So no matter what you say, Chicago for me. No matter what you say. You know what I mean? You love your city. No, do you love your city?
Come on, man, you asked me that goofy
I know I did.
shit.
Now you can do
Gonna
it.
take a motherfucking break.
We'll play some
It was
games.
a legend. We got some games
I
next.
got a game next, bro.
That bullshit.
Finish this sentence. Where can we find you on social media so we can go ahead and
Everywhere, Muva TheCreator, at Muva TheCreator, MUVA, the like good English creator, like God, and my teacher page. I know I don't really know what it is right off.
we're gonna have it on the next one. Yeah.